Hello and welcome to Let's Talk Sports live watch along of the FIFA Club World Cup final of, I guess it's meant to be the 2020 edition. I'm not sure, but I guess that's what we're going to go with. It is the final of the FIFA Club World Cup between Bayern Munich, the champions of Europe, and Tigres, the champions of CONCACAF, I guess. I guess this is what you should expect from us throughout this game. Myself, Jamie Davies, and Sebastian True, as we have no idea what to expect from this Mexican team. But Bayern Munich, no doubt the firm favourites to win another Club World Cup. They won it back in 2013 as well. So I believe there are 5 or 6 players that were in that squad that are in the current squad right now, apart from Thomas Muller, because sadly he is having to miss the game due to being tested positive. So that it means there'll be no Muller tonight, and that means there has been some changes. Now, if you want to know the full lineup, it's in our scroll text below. Those are the starting lineup players, and we'll change them when there's substitutes during the game or bookings or goals. And then if you want to see the full squad, it's in the description below right now. Sebastian True, it's one of those games, isn't it, where on paper European teams should always win this, but they must feel a little bit nervous because they've still got to get the job done, and they could go home empty-handed. Empty-handed.
Yeah, but is it really that bad if they lose it? I'm not sure, but
I
don't
guess it's
think
all
we
about
can,
the status, maybe.
yeah, and I guess it's the way they play. If they lose playing well, then I think there's nothing too bad about it. If they are atrocious against this Mexican side, then maybe we can start questioning Flick.
Really? Oh, okay.
I don't. No. I mean, I'm being very emphatic, over emphatic, but you know what I mean. We're not big fans of Flick. And I think it just
Oh no, I
fuels that
disagree.
fire.
I'm a fan. I like Flick, but
Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry.
yeah,
I completely
yeah. Well,
assumed your opinion.
well, you assumed wrong. Uh,
I did.
of course, if you just tuned in, welcome to our live stream. Do get in touch with us in the live chat page. We'll talk to anyone that sends us a message throughout the game. We'll answer any of your questions. Let us know your thoughts on the game. Do subscribe as well if you haven't. So it should be a normal day for Bayern Munich. They should win this. Of course, a lot of people in Europe, and especially the Bayern Munich team, probably didn't even know where Tigres is from before this competition had started, which may sound a little harsh, but let's be honest, when it comes to football teams in America or Mexico, there's not exactly a big following in Europe, and we don't exactly learn much about them. So we'll see what happens. It's in Qatar though, so it's been a nice little break for the Bayern Munich team to actually get some sun, get some heat on them as well when playing out on the pitch, instead of what they had last week, for example, when they were at the Olympic Stadium and it was absolutely bringing it down with snow, and the players are out on the pitch, and I think they're just doing the usual national anthems or something like that. But it's, of course, Tigres playing in dark yellow with blue, dark blue as well with their strip, and I think Bayern Munich are playing in their classic all red kit, and Tigres, don't know why, it reminds me of their Boca Juniors a little bit, but if there was a lot more blue in the kit, I don't know why. But of course, they're a South American team. The lineup for Bayern Munich,
A North American team. North
American team, of course. But Neuer is in goal, of course, the captain for them tonight. He won the Club World Cup back in 2013 when they won the treble. Gnabry up front, which of course makes a few changes, because actually Seb mentioned before the stream that Alaba is playing in midfield.
Could be interesting. I think he's a better midfielder than defender. I prefer him. He's a lot more mobile. He can carry the ball. I prefer him as a midfielder. So I think this is a good thing. And also Bayern Munich, the fact they've got way too many centre backs. If you look at the likes of Lucas Hernandez, who's played constantly out on the left, is a centre back originally, and then other players in that squad originally centre backs. So Alaba really took that off them. So interesting to see him in midfield now.
Well, they're just shaking hands, both teams. There is another female official this time, which is good to see. I don't think she's the referee. I think she'll be the 4th official again, it looks as though. And I think it's the same officials that did the Bayern game the other night when they beat Al Ahly, which was a 2-0 win in that game that we did on Monday night. And it was
Hmm.
normal business for them. This time he'll just be without Muller, so I don't think it'll change too much. But
They should get the job done, despite
yes,
Muller being absent. So we'll see.
there are fans in the stadium. It's obviously not a sellout. They couldn't fill it in because of the COVID protocols. Not that they would have filled it in anyway because it's in Qatar. Actually, it would have been. I'm sure there's a few Bayern Munich fans that would have loved to have gone to this game just because they could have got some sun as well as enjoying the football. Kind of like a pre-World Cup tournament in a way, because this is what the German fans would get used to next year if they do qualify, which I'm sure. It'd be very weird if they didn't qualify for a World Cup.
Wouldn't it just be? Um, do you know where El Tigres is from, Damien? Where this team is from in Mexico?
I actually have no idea, to be honest.
So it's from Monterrey. Monterrey, I think I'm saying that right. So it's not Mexico City. It's yeah, a bit more up north than that. So yeah, it's not from the biggest city in Mexico. Or am I wrong? I wouldn't have called it one of the biggest cities. Yeah, and do you know who they beat in the final of their CONCACAF tournament?
It was an American team, wasn't it?
It was. It
Was
was
it
DC United.
Seattle's? Oh, was it DC
No,
United?
and
Ah,
do you know who was their manager that day? Or he still might be now. I don't know. I'd love people to tell me if
is
I'm
he
wrong.
American?
He is American.
Oh,
You've got to remember him.
is he very recently retired as a footballer?
I don't think so.
That's
It's not
got.
Landon Donovan. No. The
Is it
match has started. So
Is it Bruce Arena?
no, no, no,
No,
no, no.
because he's been everywhere in America.
Yeah. Of course he has, but it's not Bruce Arena.
Well, the game has
It's
kicked off.
hmm It's Bob Bradley.
Is it Bob Bradley? Oh,
Bob
I
Bradley
didn't know
was the
that.
manager. Yeah.
Oh, already Gignac has already had an effort already.
I think he'll probably want to prove a point today.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or
Oh, they took a deflection on the way, so it's a corner.
who's challenging him? He gets a free header.
Well, yeah, exactly. It's a complete free header, and doesn't matter what time of the game it is. That's straight away from the kickoff.
Yeah, they're showing
the
great
kit.
intent, aren't they? It's a nice kit, isn't it? That
It is,
yellow.
yeah. It's actually their home colours as well. I kept thinking they played in all blue, which they wore in the previous round, but no, this is their home colours. So both teams have to play in their home colours for this one.
Which is I always like. I mean, I'm not a big fan of the third kits or the idea of it all.
Good marketing, I guess.
If you say so, Jamie. If you say so.
I've noticed Man United have done a few now and again, and other Premier League clubs, and you like them. You some of them you quite like, but you never buy them. Well, I don't anyway. I'd never buy them, especially when they're not going to actually play in them.
Yeah, it is marketing, and they've done it a lot more now that COVID has hit. They've seemed to be playing in their third kit a lot more, which doesn't sit right with me. It's almost as if we're losing revenue, so we're going to try and promote this kit so that we can get more, we can make up for our losses.
Yeah. Or do what Wrexham do: get some aviation gin, and put the badge on it. That's from Ryan Reynolds.
Aha! Brilliant.
That's already sold out as well as expected.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, really good.
So
I kind of like that.
yeah, it's limited edition. I think Andy, our mutual friend Andy Pollard, has ordered one. Apparently, you can now pre-order it because they've already sold out.
Tigre really pressing up high, and then there's a ball that goes in behind Coman just over the top. It could be interesting, couldn't it? This match. I mean, I'm guessing that Tigre are going to push up high, like they've showed already, and it'll just be if Bayern can counter on them. It seems weird saying that, doesn't it?
It does, because, well, I mean,
Bayern aren't the ones who are going to counter. It's usually teams that want to counter on Bayern.
I think it's very early days, but who knows? That could happen. I mean, I'm sure Tigres would have been inspired by the Corinthians win over Chelsea back in 2012, which shouldn't have happened.
Obviously, yeah.
So I'm sure they.
Should have happened.
Well, it shouldn't, should it? You know, champions of Europe should always try and win. Should be the favourites to win the Club World Cup, regardless of your team. I think the quality and standard is a lot higher than the other continents.
Yeah, I guess. I guess.
Happened to
And that's
United
why you want this
2000.
tournament.
Happened
And
in,
that's why you want this tournament, isn't it? For them sometimes to win.
yeah. It's a weird fixture this though, because technically on paper this should be the biggest game in club football, but it
Technically,
really
yeah,
isn't.
because it's winners of winners, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah, but it really isn't like that. The people at
No.
FIFA would try and market to you and say this is the biggest game in club football, and you'd be like, it really isn't though, is it? It's the Champions League final. Um,
Well, yeah, that's why I was mentioning the other day. This probably needs a revamp of some sort, and I'm sure one day it'll get it. It'll get a revamp before the Champions League, in my opinion. So I'm looking forward to it, to a newer version of this. Because I like the idea. The concept's cool.
I think I'll have to look at it in a bit, but I'll have to read out their current plans for it if it does go ahead, because I think it would have happened this summer if all the federations had agreed to it. That's the problem they had. I think a few UEFA representatives walked out during the meeting because they just didn't agree with it.
Oh, okay.
So that's their main problem at the moment. It's with Kimmich at the moment. It's into the box. Bayern Munich with that first chance, and straight at the keeper. And I think it was Coman with the effort there. And we love a bit of Coman, don't we, Seb?
Yeah, I still stand by that he's been one of Bayern's best players this season. He hasn't had the greatest of time, even just in his career generally, but there's clearly a talent there. And now this season he's starting to prove that. And I'm happy for him. I hope he can become this world-class player that we expect him to become.
I think as well that the one thing that made me laugh was this English commentator once saying, "Come on," he kept saying, "Come on, come on, come on," instead of Coman. I was like, no, it doesn't come right. Oh, hang on, here's Lewandowski. Oh, he's completely not got the kick he needed there. Bit of a miss kick, I think. It was
Not been his greatest
perfect.
tournament, hey?
I know, it's weird. He scored the 2 goals, but that was it really, wasn't it, on Monday?
Yeah. Sorry, I just completely forgot what you asked.
Ooh. Bit of a pull
See,
there on the Tigres play.
hmm
Do you know much about Süle, Seb, the centre back in tonight for Bayern?
Oh, Süle. I
Süle,
thought you were
sorry.
saying Süle.
As you can tell, I
Süle.
don't.
Very tall. I mean, he's 2 meters tall, I think. So that's what, 6'4". He's an absolute giant. I think he must. I'm actually just looking now, and I'm surprised he's only 100 kilos. Okay. I'm not his biggest fan. I don't know. He seems almost too big, but even though he's only what 6'4" or 3, he's not that tall. He's as tall as Van Dijk, but he just seems slow and like as if he's got no movement. I think he could be a decent defender, but depending on who's playing next to him in defence, so maybe this Hernandez partnership could be a really interesting one. I mean, it's against El Tigre, so I don't know how to really judge it. But if we see it again in the future, I'd be intrigued to evaluate it.
There has been rumours. It's actually no. Fabrizio Romano, who's a well-known journalist, if people don't know, he's a well-known journalist that pretty much knows the ins and outs. Yeah, he's if he says it, it's happening. And he, I think he put it either today or yesterday on his Instagram that Upamecano, the defender of RB Leipzig, he's got a 42 million euro clause or something like that. So, and Bayern Munich could definitely, yeah. I do think with Alaba going to Real Madrid, I mean, Upamecano would be an absolute delight for Bayern Munich. Someone who's played in the Bundesliga, he knows the league, he's been at the top with Leipzig. I think for him to go to Bayern Munich at that price as well, you'd forget Alaba was there. I mean, that's probably me being a bit too harsh, but it's
maybe a bit harsh, but there's also some justification to it. Probably very complimentary to Süle, where Süle lacks in his ability on the ball or his speed. Upamecano really makes up for that. I mean, I'm not saying Upamecano is the best on the ball, no, but he definitely has characteristics that could get better, and he could be a decent ball-playing defender. I'm not saying he is right now, but even just the other day, seeing him against Leon Bailey, I thought I was really impressed. He's so quick, Upamecano. He is And I've always said as well that if you were going for Koulibaly for 70 million euros, you'd be better off going for Upamecano, who's probably cheaper, 8 years younger, and playing better than Koulibaly for the last 2 years.
Yeah, yeah.
The Koulibaly rumours, I thought, why don't you just get Upamecano?
It just seems a bit of a hassle to get Koulibaly.
Too much. He's going to be 30 in June, I think.
Yeah.
He's born in 1990. He'll be 31 in June, actually, I think, thinking about it. And it's gone. The move is gone.
Yeah.
So it's not happening anymore. Just going to check it up now.
And the corner
okay, so no, he's 30 in
Kimmich.
June.
He's 30 now, because last time I checked he was 29. So
no, he's 30 in June. I said.
Oh, 30. Sorry. Yeah.
No, sorry.
I don't get it. Someone if he was 26, 25, definitely.
Even so, I'm still.
Sounds a
the
bit
move
of a
had to
character
happen
as
4
well,
years
from
ago,
what I've
didn't
read.
it? I've not heard too much, so I can't say.
I was you're like this, Seb. I was doing a voiceover video for Serie A earlier, and the match footage I had to do was when Koulibaly scored with his flick. He scored like a back flick kick from a corner, I think, and I was just like, "Oh, hello!" I had to redo the voiceover because I literally went, "Oh,
what was
hello."
That match?
It was against. Is it how do you pronounce it?
Spezia.
Spezia, that's the one.
Spezia.
I think it was against Spezia.
Yeah. Okay, because I haven't followed any football this weekend. I don't even know if they played against them this weekend.
Oh, Joe Stanley's got in touch. He's put in on the live chat page. He's going for a 3-1 win for Bayern Munich. Hello, Joe. Hope you're well.
He thinks that Tigres will score. So, who's the goal scorer? I think it's a bit of an obvious answer, isn't it? We know what we're going to answer.
The goalkeeper.
Right. Oh,
when
yes,
it's the last minute and he tries to get a consolation goal.
Guzman, yep, getting the goal. Going up for the corner.
It was written in the stars, in the Qatari stars tonight. It is night time, of course, in Qatar. Oh, it's on the right hand side with Pavard, Seb's favourite player of all time. He's got all the shirts, all the posters. I'm not lying, folks. I know what I'm saying. Actually, here's Gignac now, and he's on a good run on the left wing, attacking Bayern's box. And there's two on him just to make sure. Oh, he gets the cross to an unmarked player outside the box. He goes for goal. Oh dear. He's hit Rose Z, that's for sure. And it's a goal kick for Bayern. And Seb, I'll leave you to it for a moment because I should have gone to the toilet before the kick-off, but I haven't. But I must go.
No worries. So, goal kick out for Bayern Munich. And Süle on the ball to Kimmich. Oh no, Hernandez, sorry, to Kimmich. Kimmich lying deep. Looks like he's going to try and get past weight. No, and he just puts out to Pavard. Bayern under no pressure whatsoever. In their own half. Tigres looking quite content to have some sort of 2 men up front, 3 behind them, and 1 pivot midfield. And Bayern Munich retain it again in their own half, comfortably. Kimmich gets it out wide to Davies. Davies to Alaba. And a through ball in, gets to Coman, and he just takes a bad touch. And that's Guzman's ball, easily 2 feet. Yeah, I guess we're expecting a lot from Coman tonight, considering that Muller's not there, and he's been influential for Bayern Munich this season, so I'd expect a lot from him tonight, if in the absence of Muller. And Süle's on the ball, bringing it towards the halfway line, and there's a pass just out to Pavard. And now it's Gnabry.
Can't believe I've come back to 5-0. Wow.
Oh wow. I couldn't change the score because it's on your computer.
I know it says 10-0 instead. How did that happen?
Oh my word.
There is a software out there, isn't there, where you can get control of someone's computer if you're not there. I can't remember what it's called. Someone did it with me once. It's bloody clever. You just see the mouse move around on your computer. It's like a horror film.
Yeah. It's quite simple to do.
We'll have to try that with Seb and I do worry that Seb will find things that's got too much football porn in it. Oh, and here come Bayern. Oh, Lewandowski, he was tangling around his feet. couldn't really get control of it, and Tigres' defence sort that out.
Got caught in between his feet there, didn't it?
It did. It was like
just
trying to wake up in the morning.
Okay.
Let me look at that 2014 format that the Club World Cup we're looking at. So here we go. I mean, this is from Wikipedia, so of course there could be a few things that are wrong. So the tournament will feature 24 teams, with a playoff between the OFC representative and the third best Asian team. Okay, other than China's champion club, which automatically qualifies as host country representative to determine the final entrant. Oh, that didn't really care. The teams will be split into 8 groups of 3 teams each. Which, oh, hang on, it's a goal kick for Tigres, I think. Alphonso Davies. Oh no, it didn't go out. Oh no, it did. It did. The winners of the 8 groups will advance to the quarterfinals, which will use a knockout format to determine the champions. And it's apparently, they reckon it could be in China, the first edition of it, if they do this for many years. So 24 teams from 6 confederations. And it would be in 8 venues, and originally it was scheduled for this summer, the 17th of June to the 4th of July, but of course it's been postponed to a later year, which it could either be next year or 2023, depending on the schedule of Copa America and the Euros. So it's an interesting one. I like the idea. My only concern is trying to get all people behind it, because I think there are some people who aren't sure about it because of the schedule that is hectic as it is. And here comes Tigres. Oh, Neuer just got there. That if he was a second slower, they would have been in trouble.
Yeah, thankfully it's Neuer who's quick off his line.
Good eye there from the keeper.
That's what Neuer does. Oh, even if it's not coming, Neuer will just zoom out of his goal.
Are you on minute 15, 29, 30, 31?
27, I'm just a second or so behind.
Oh, it's quite nice when we're near each other. So yeah, and this is some of the background. As early as 2016, the FIFA president, Infantino, as we all know, he suggested the expansion to 32 teams, but luckily it went down to 24.
I think that's Infantino's only policy that he'll ever follow. It's expansion. You know, for anything. It's like, what's your take on this, Infantino? Expand it. Yeah.
What's your thoughts on not having any football for 6 months? Expand it.
Expand
okay.
it. Seems like when you've got no innovation, you know, Infantino can always just suggest that. Great. This is the president of FIFA. Oh no, sorry, UEFA. Yeah, FIFA. Yeah.
What is his background? I know he was at UEFA, wasn't he, under Platini?
He's typically one of those. He's just a bureaucrat in the UEFA, isn't he? I don't think he didn't play football. I
mean, he's got an alright job, I guess, but I guess the pressure's on him with what happened with Sepp Blatter.
Oh, of course, yeah. The thing is, he comes from the same place as Sepp Blatter.
Oh, really?
So it's not even like they're both just Swiss. They both come from Brig. Now that's just a particular city not far from where I live. But they both come from the same city, which reeks from the start, if you ask me.
God.
So when you drive past in Brig, it's quite hilarious. There's an abandoned school, and it's called the Sepp Blatter Primary School. There is a primary school named after him in Brig, yeah.
Can you imagine teaching those kids? You just have money all over the school. Yes, that's how the world works, kids, by getting as much money as you can, whether it's clean or dirty.
Technically, it should be a private school, shouldn't it? Cause yeah.
A free school.
But yeah, I just find it hilarious. They're both from the same place. It didn't sit right. I was thinking, another guy from Brig. And have you heard of the city Brig, Jamie?
I know that's the first time, and there's a goal. Is it offside? It's Kimmich who scores, Seb, and it's an absolute wonder from Kimmich. What a guy he has become at Bayern Munich over the last few years. There's calls from the goalkeeper that there was someone offside, but I don't think it'll count. I'm sure the goal will count, and it's Bayern Munich who take the lead here 18 minutes in. What do you think of that one, Seb?
I wouldn't have said deserved, but this is what Bayern can do, isn't it? Just out of nothing. Well, out of nothing. They had possession. I didn't see the shot coming from Kimmich though. I mean,
No,
it was decent. It was a fantastic finish.
what a goal.
That's a great goal. Drilled shot low.
I mean,
you could say offside, couldn't you?
I would have, yeah, because of Lewandowski.
Yeah, it probably has to be given offside.
Yeah, well, I was just about to change the scoreline, but we're gonna have to wait because VAR is being checked.
Oh, he's checking it.
Yeah.
He's checking it on the screen.
I think
it's
I
weird.
think
How many offsides have actually been checked on the screen?
Wow, yeah.
Given, aren't they? They're just given or not given by the VAR.
If it was me, I wouldn't give it because Lewandowski's clearly in the way.
He's clearly into yeah. When you have to get out the way, which he does, because he has to get out the way, he jumps back to get out the way. Then he's intervened.
What's he
to me,
gonna
that's
say?
Yeah.
Oh, I think he's not giving it. I'm terrible at their signals, so yeah, he's not giving it. So it's a disallowed goal.
Not giving it, yeah.
What a shame, because that would have been a great goal for the history books in the Club World Cup.
And just a good finish. That's the thing that was a shame about it.
Yeah. Poor Kimmich. He'll have to try again. He'll probably get an assist though, knowing him.
Yeah, flicking his bomber jacket again.
He learnt it from you, Seb.
Oh, I must have watched the show the other week on our hyper-criticism of them against Mönchengladbach.
I love if he watched that game and then you see him watching on his phone on the sidelines, and then the commentator would be like, "No, he's either looking at tactics or watching Let's Talk Sport."
obviously, that's the montage to be done. What has Flick been up to today? You just see him on his phone. It's just us two on the screen.
That could be a great shit post, couldn't it?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. So still 0-0 after 20 minutes.
Interesting. Tigres. I mean, I'm glad it wasn't given because I felt sorry for the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper throughout that whole moment just kept thinking, "No, come on, you can't give this."
No, and you couldn't really, realistically. So Guzman still has his clean sheet intact. Not Brad.
Brad.
Remember Brad Guzan?
He was a sick goalkeeper.
I can't remember enough of him.
I liked him. I think he was at Aston Villa for a bit. He wasn't bad.
Aston Villa for a while, yeah. I just can't remember him.
Alphonso Davies being chased down by two of his opponents. Gets out of it though.
Gets out of it by sprinting back towards his own goal.
Yeah.
He's so quick. He just runs anywhere and it's fine.
There was I'm a big fan of the Bayern Munich YouTube channel because they do have a lot of fun on there with the staff and the players, and they did pretty much like a Who Wants to Be a Millionaire Club World Cup edition with Thomas Muller and Alphonso Davies. I just love Muller, and I just love the comparison between the two. Muller just looks like a headless chicken waving his arms about while trying to come up with questions and answers and all that, while just Alphonso Davies looks like the most chilled out bloke in the world.
He does. I always find it wholesome when that video when Drake starts following him.
Oh yeah.
After winning the Champions League, I just find it so wholesome. Oh, and he took a right-footed shot. No. Keeper did nothing. Keeper didn't have to do anything.
No, straight at him.
Straight at him. But that's a right-footed shot from Davis, so can be forgiven, right?
Greatest surname in the world.
Oh, yeah, but it's not up on the call, is it? Your name.
Oh, Pavard nearly giving away a corner, which was not necessary.
It was really not necessary. Just so unaware.
Throwing instead for Tigres, but yeah, there was no one on him. No one. Oh, there's another ball on the pitch. Oh. Ball gate.
No.
I'm sure Hansi Flick is being sponsored with these clothes.
Really?
Yeah. Go on, he must be. He probably isn't,
Yeah,
but you never know with these people, do you?
you can make that sort of assumption, and it's not dangerous. It's not at all a dangerous assumption to think that he's got a clothing sponsor.
Oh, here's Gnabry. Antus Davies, surely. Oh, well defended. Well defended.
He
That
should have
had to be
shot.
dealt with. Yeah. I thought he was going to shoot.
I did as well, yeah. Still on the ball, aren't they? Pavard
Yeah.
out wide. Gets it to Kimmich. Kimmich, I just said. See? Now it's Sane. I'm not sure what Sane is doing. I always ask that during a match.
That's what I say about Martial. Oh, that was a shot from, not Martial, but Coman, which was well saved at the end, and he grabs the ball this time, and it's another chance for Bayern Munich. Yep, Coman with the shot.
Yeah, he scored from that position against Berlin last Friday, so maybe he could have done it there, but went for the wrong side.
Did that goal last week hit the inside crossbar? Am I wrong?
Yeah, but it also hit the goalkeeper. Also tipped it,
Oh,
just a tiny bit. So yeah, kind of. It was on target, but then he just pushed it onto the crossbar ever so slightly.
yeah. Well, the stats have come in so far that Bayern have had 6 total of shots and Tigres have had 2, which Bayern Munich, they are really just either trying to cross or just having a strike. It's with Sane this time. Now Kimmich. Kimmich chips it forward. Oh dear. Sane wasn't really sure where that was. I wasn't sure what Kimmich was doing there, to be honest. It's a goal kick. No, they're showing the goal again. Oh, if only Lewandowski wasn't there. Kimmich's not allowed goals. He's allowed assists.
Kimmich is actually, he's not exactly a goal scorer, but he still gets goals.
He gets
like 4 or 5 every season, doesn't he? I guess.
I think he got 7 last season.
Oh.
I might be wrong.
In all competitions?
Yeah.
Possibly. He got 4 in the Bundesliga. Now we need to know who El Tigres' top goal scorer is. Now that's the important one.
Of who?
Tigres, whatever they are.
Oh, Tigres. I thought you said
No,
Antigua, as in the country. Then
Antigua,
I was
sorry, I said El Tigres, and it really didn't make sense because no one puts this L in. So it's González Espinola, Paraguayan player.
Oh, I thought it was Gignac, as in like for the season, maybe.
Well, no, the season's not long started, so I mean.
No.
4 or 5 games. I mean.
I was gonna say because they play in Liga MX, don't they? Which is obviously the Mexican league.
Yeah, they have it. They have the nice little. They don't have the first place that wins it though. It's one of those leagues where you have to come in the top tiers to be able to qualify for these playoffs and then win the league. They've got the very North American system.
I'd hate that. If you finish top, then you don't win it, and you think, okay.
In Belgium, they have a similar system as well. I
Really?
think. Yeah. So Belgium, it's apparently quite wild, but I don't know how much they change it, so I couldn't tell you. I think there's a relegation playoff. There's different positions for everyone where you finish to qualify for maybe different positions. Like they have a Champions League playoff ones right at the top, and they have a Europa League playoff ones in the middle, and they have a relegation one at the bottom.
Yeah.
So if you finish like 7th in England, then you suddenly just qualify for this Europa League playoff position. It's quite intriguing because you could finish 8th, but then still technically finish 5th. If you know what I mean?
Yeah.
To get into the Europa League.
They have it in the Welsh Premier League where it's a league of 12 teams, and then they have 2 phases, phase 1 and phase 2. Phase 1 is the same as phase 2, as in you play in phase 1 is you play all the teams at least twice, I think, one at home, one away, But then once they're all done, come like January, they split the league into two groups of 6. So the top 6 are fighting for the European places and the league, while the bottom 6 are fighting to survive in the out of the relegation zone, which 2 teams go down.
Okay.
So yeah, they've done that for a while now, and it's actually quite good. But when you're in the group of 6, you only play the teams around you in that group. You don't play the other group. Actually, no.
Okay.
I think you play all of them. No, you do play all of them. What am I saying? I think. I can't remember. It's a weird system, but I quite like it. I don't know if it's used anywhere else though.
They could also do like in the NHL where they have their conferences and their divisions as well, and separated into multiple different categories. Oh no, their divisions and their conferences. I don't know the difference, but you play more people in your division than some teams in your conference.
Yeah.
And certain qualify from their divisions or conferences. I can't remember what to go to the playoffs, and it's quite intriguing because it's a local rivalry, but then it's also brought onto a bigger scale with either these conferences or divisions. I think it's brilliant to watch. I never know how it works because the NHL constantly change things, and especially this season with COVID, they've changed the whole format. It's everyone in their division, and just the top ones in the divisions qualify for the playoffs. Yeah.
NHL's on at the moment, isn't it? The season.
Yeah, the season started. Season started and underway now. I can't tell you that I've watched a whole lot. Watched some, but not a whole lot. Been trying to follow the Penguins as I usually do, but
the Penguins in the Arctic.
Yeah, hilarious.
Ha ha ha.
But they just can't beat a New York side. No, that's not true. That's just the past week.
Anyway, it's goalless here still, half an hour in. Do get in touch in our live chat page and give our video a like and of course subscribe.
Chat disconnected. Successfully connected. That might be me. I said nothing, Jamie.
Was that? I heard chat disconnecting. Oh, I heard.
Chat. SHIT. Yeah.
Oh, Süle's just kicked out for a corner, which I don't understand why. God, he is big, isn't he?
Yeah, he's what, 6'4". He just looks bigger. He looks so square. Yeah, he makes quite a hash of that, doesn't he? That clearance. He could have tackled it a lot more confidently.
Yeah.
Against Quinones. Is that how you pronounce it?
Quinos. Yeah. I think he had the situation. It was his situation. I thought he had it in his control, and then he just kicked it out.
Yeah, you just stand your ground, and the striker might just run into you and not be able to go anywhere. But no, he decides, I'm gonna fall over and make this hard for myself.
Yeah. Ashen's got in touch. Hello, Ashen, who's a regular of watch-alongs. He says, hello, guys. Hello, Ashen.
Hello, Ashen.
Are you watching the game?
Still got a competition on.
We do, yeah. It's one of those, Seb, isn't it?
When Tigres could get a goal. They could get a goal.
Well, as Joe Stanley said, they will.
Oh, yes. Yeah, sorry, yeah. Yeah, he said that they will get a goal. Yeah. Did you hear the story about their flight to Qatar?
What, for Tigres?
No, for Bayern Munich.
Oh, no. No.
So, because there are limitations when you can fly out from Germany, you can't fly out during the night. So their plane was delayed in the night to go off to Qatar, and they overwent that midnight mark, so their plane was no longer allowed to leave, and so they had to wait till 7 o'clock in the morning to leave. So they stayed in the plane for 7 hours.
They stayed in the plane?
In the plane for 7 hours.
Oh god, that must have been horrible. I know they're in first class and all that, but even so.
Yeah, you don't want to stay stuck in a plane for that long.
Especially when you're not moving.
And yeah. Why did Gignac do that? Oh, was that Gignac? No, it wasn't. But I heard someone say, maybe they don't want to complain too much to players because they are sponsored by I think it's Fly Emirates. So
Brilliant.
it'd be a bit awkward to go and complain about the comfort in the plane when 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 it's your sponsor.
Can you imagine?
that-
Can you imagine Muller tweeting? Oh no, not Muller. He doesn't have Twitter, I don't think. Can you imagine Lewandowski tweeting a complaint towards Emirates? All
Just
corners
imagine
taken
anything.
quick. Sane. Oh, he's at the bar. It was a quick corner which completely caught the Tigres defence off guard. That's for sure. Oh,
Maybe
what
cut
a
them
kick.
offside as well.
I know, I knew that. Yeah. Don't know why I was coming up with that. Oh, it hit the post.
It's so close. Does it hit the post or the bar? It looks like it hits both. You know that corner bit.
I always call it post bar.
Oh, ooh, okay.
Or cross post.
I'm not sure I can get behind that one, but yeah, okay. You tell yourself that. Nope. Watching Wolves versus Southampton.
Yes, of course. I forgot there's FA Cup games on
There's
tonight.
FA Cup action on
Chelsea
tonight, yeah.
playing tonight as well against Barnsley, which is a repeat of the famous win Barnsley got over Chelsea when they were the holders of the cup back in 2008, which was a memorable night for the FA Cup and for Barnsley.
Yeah, that was the year where you had Manchester United lose to Portsmouth on that same day.
Oh,
And then, and then obviously you go all the way to the final. You have Cardiff versus Portsmouth.
yeah.
So,
And
but
Barnsley in the
beat West,
semi.
but Portsmouth beat West Brom in that other semi-final as well. So
Yeah.
it was kind of a mad year. And I remember watching it on a really grey day in 2008. It was so rainy.
It was. Yeah, it was raining, I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember. It was a bit of a boring final, though. It was just a...
It was a terrible final. Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember it being absolutely terrible.
Carno scored, didn't he, the winner?
Did he? Yeah, maybe.
I think he scored the winner in the semi as well. I might be wrong.
I think it's better to take the actual, the more relevant sample, which is a few months ago, when they played in the EFL Cup, Barnsley and Chelsea.
Oh yeah.
Chelsea beat them 6-0. So I think that's the more realistic outcome.
I mean, I remember when United lost to Portsmouth in that game as well at Old Trafford. It was like the possession and chances was all there for United, but they just could not score. And then obviously late on they got a penalty and that ended the game. Ferdinand had to go and goal for the remainder of the match because Kujak was sent off. But
yeah, but if you think about that period, 2008, you'd have thought that Man United could beat Portsmouth no matter what. Even it's almost one of those ones that they were so good at that period that no matter who was in goal, Ferdinand could be in goal, they could win that match.
They could have won the treble. They could have won the treble that year. They could have done it.
Yeah,
That's what's so heartbreaking about that game. I mean, if it's a normal season, yes, it's still a bad result. But when you know it could have been, that could have been because they would have won that game. And if Chelsea had lost, then obviously we were the last team competing. So.
Yeah, but I mean, if Chelsea had won and United, they could have met each other in the final.
Yeah.
And that could have been a year where they beat them in the final of the FA Cup and the Champions League. So that would have been interesting.
Yeah. It was definitely a Chelsea United season, wasn't it, in terms of rivalry? No doubt.
Yeah. It was brilliant to watch.
That's what I love.
Peak defenders as well.
Oh yeah. I mean, I loved. It's like when Bayern Munich and Dortmund met in the Champions League final in 2013. It's just great to see them also doing it in Europe as well as the league, and potentially the cups as well. And it's like they're getting out their way to just make sure the other team doesn't win. I love it. Great rivalry.
Yeah, but as I mentioned, the defensive partnerships in that season, United with Vidic and Ferdinand, I think it mainly was that season.
Yeah.
And actually, Chelsea were really quite solid. Who did they have today?
It was John Terry. Was it? It wasn't
Terry
Cavalli, was it?
Was it Fred? Alex, I mean.
Oh, Alex. No, I don't think so. I tell you what, he could score a free kick, couldn't he?
Oh yeah.
Oh, there was someone. There was a compilation of Alex goals once on YouTube, and then what they did was they edited it so that when the shot was taken, it was like a rocket launcher sound effect. It was like. And then literally it would make the camera shake and all that on the goal, just because they were so powerful, those goals. It was
Yeah.
absolutely
It's
ridiculous.
a very Brazilian centre back free kick when you see David Luiz can take them like that as well.
And the way David Luiz uses it with his side foot, so
Yes,
nicely placed.
So just looking back now, and Carvalho played 21 games that season for Chelsea. Terry played 23 games for Chelsea that season, and Alex played 27. So it was a bit of a mixture between the three defenders.
That's crazy.
Seems a bit weird. I'm a bit weirded out by that, honestly.
Wolves 0, Southampton 0. 48 minutes gone in that game, so that's actually no, that is half time now, I believe. No, they've kicked off again. What am I saying? And the other game I was mentioned before, Barnsley Chelsea tonight, so that'd be interesting. Of course, Thomas Tuchel, so far so good for him, but it's early days, so
yeah,
you won't want to go out of that.
I'm impressed with what Tuchel's doing.
I mean, we've talked about this before, but I think we both agreed he just looks up for it.
Is this sort of discipline what Chelsea needed, but presented in a very almost sugar-coated? You know, Conte's a disciplinary that Chelsea probably needed, but he's so vicious that it doesn't bode well. Whereas Tuchel at the beginning, I'd like to call Tuchel not the same style tactically, not at all, but in their man management style, I'd say that Thomas Tuchel is a sugar-coated Conte. They are disciplinaries, but Tuchel is probably just a bit nicer on face value.
Got you. Yeah.
Whereas Conte will be vicious, but he is probably a good manager as well, who will get his arm around people. Yeah.
I think I've noticed some of the interviews in England are a bit scared of him already. Kimmich with the half-volleyed cross to find Coman, or was there handball? I think there might have been. I think it's going to be a throw. Actually, no, it's going to be a throw for Bayern. But I remember one of the English interviewers kept asking him questions, and he looked a bit peed off in his head, and she was just like, one last question from me. I hope that's okay. And it's just like, and he's already scaring people, and he's not even doing anything.
That's the thing. He couldn't deal with French media, so how's it going to be with English media? We have a reputation for being quite bad.
My problem is though with the media in general, they all ask stupid questions, but I'm not saying.
Yeah, that's what I think as well. When I heard what was I watched on Match Today. There was an interview. He said, "Is this a dream start? Is this what you dreamed of?" I was like, "What's that for a question?
What does that mean?
How is it? Has it gone better than you could have dreamed of?" I don't know. I mean, I don't personally go into a job and think I'm dreaming that in 2 weeks it's going to be like this. No, I thought it was just terrible questions.
I mean, there are some terrible ones that they
scored.
use.
1-0
Southampton. Ings, of course he did.
Bad season for Wolves, getting worse.
Yeah, I mean, luckily they shouldn't get relegated. They should be well and truly safe. I was talking to a Wolves fan the other day on my walk, who lives just around the corner from me, and he was saying to me that if he worries that they've changed their style too much since the Seville defeat in the Europa League, but
I think that Nuno doesn't even know what to do anymore.
Yeah, I think
he's completely lost ideas, because I guess it's too easy saying that Jimenez is a big part of that whole system, but then they've got players to be able to make any system work. I think, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
I think Nuno's just lost. I think he's really lost and doesn't know what to do, and I'd worry for his job, because it does look like it's not going to get better. I at least think when you see Graham Potter's Brighton, Pavard missed the ball there. He just tried kicking it. It just went behind him and out for throw in.
Right in front of his manager as well.
That was a bit of an embarrassing one, you know. You see, Süle can't deal with balls when it comes to him, can he?
No, he's too big.
He just struggles. Just stay on your feet. But anyway, as we were mentioning, we mentioned Wolves. I think with Brighton, it looked like there was just one key element missing. If we're talking about recent form, for instance, I'm just taking an example. Whereas Wolves, there doesn't seem to be any clear, obvious answer to what they need to do better.
No.
It seems it's all just wrong.
there's always some managers in there at clubs that start off great for a couple of years. They start to get a big backing from the fans and the board, and then sadly they just run out of ideas, and then it's the best that they can do for the team. And then sometimes it's best to move on, I guess. But
where does Nuno go after this if he does get sacked from Wolves? I mean, I don't think he will get sacked from Wolves. I think it's a bit far-fetched to suggest that he will.
I don't think he should get sacked. I think he's.
But I think it's worrying for a manager like that to see such stagnation. And let's be honest, it's not.
They had a long season though,
as good as the first
year?
season. I know, but it's not been as good as the first season still. Let's be honest. Yeah, Europa League last season they got far and did well, but I still think it's not been the same since that first season. Is he another Marco Silva where there's that one season where you think there's some talent in this guy and then maybe not?
Maybe not.
Because let's not forget they have spent. I don't care who it is and if it's potential or whatever, they have spent. So
on the Portuguese national team.
Well, Semedo cost them 35 million. I think Fabio Silva cost them similar amount. So 70 million during a pandemic. Can Wolves really afford to accept being, what are they currently, 14th?
No.
No, they can't. And
not from, was it 6th last season or 7th?
No, last season they weren't 7th. They were probably. Were they? Yeah, they were. No, they were 7th. Yeah. No, they were 7th. Yeah, they missed out on Europa League because Arsenal won the FA Cup.
That was it.
But Wolves also, I heard, I'm not too sure, I didn't read up on the story too much. There's a transfer problem afterwards. They spent too much. They surpassed UEFA financial fair play rules.
God.
But then they weren't in European competitions, so I think they had to take a. I don't know. I don't know what happened in the end. If anyone knows, feel free to say. But there were some consequences. Ooh.
Imagine trying to go for a tackle on a goalkeeper there.
You're taking a risk there, eh?
Gignac giving him the thumbs up, hoping he's okay. I don't think he made contact with him because let's have a look in the replay. Oh, he does. Hang on. Oh, no, Neuer just took a trip, but then he was literally ready to storm back to his goalkeeper. And handshakes from both. There's no shame. There's nothing wrong with that. He's just trying to get the ball off him.
Oh, yeah. Completely agree with that one.
But yeah, Neuer's having a laugh with him, which is good. 2 minutes of added time, and it's still goalless, which, Seb, it's one of those games that later it goes on into this game, and it's still level. It makes it very interesting.
Makes it probably more tense. It seems like there's some. I mean, even if it wasn't that much, even if it's just that tackle, maybe shows it's getting tiny bit cagey. No, I think this could open up a bit more in the second half.
Bayern have had better chances. One hitting the post, post bar or cross post, whatever you like to call it, with Sane and Kimmich having a disallowed goal, which Lewandowski was offside.
Let's not forget Gignac was a player under Marcelo Bielsa at Marseille.
Now that I didn't know.
Yeah, 14-15, and that was Gignac's last season in France with 21 goals in the Ligue 1.
How old is he now?
Gignac, he's 35. Did I say 25? 35, I mean.
35, got you.
Yeah.
Wonder how he's finding it in Mexico. I'm sure it's been nice weather for him.
Apparently, love it. Apparently, he loves it there. So, and he's integrated well, unlike most European exports. So, good for him. Yeah.
Nice. Well, half time then. It is goalless, and as the players head to the tunnel, it's looking good for Tigres so far. They were scared a little early on when Kimmich's goal was disallowed. But that's all it really is in this game so far. Bayern look the better team, but it's just like I mentioned before, like the 2012 final, the later it goes on, the chance there of a European team being beaten in a Club World Cup final is very possible. Seb, your thoughts on that first half?
It feels like that it's going to be a special moment if it is to stay like this that will break the deadlock. Like that goal from Kimmich, which probably was a special moment. So it's probably going to take something like that for either side, not just Bayern Munich, for either side to get get ahead in this match, and probably not going to be a 3-1 that Joe is expecting. Uh, but I mean, both teams could score. It seems if Neuer makes a mistake on one of the times that he comes out of his goal, then there could be a chance.
Who knows? Who
Do you
knows?
think
It's
Tigres can score? I think they could. Not sure they will.
well, half time then. Bayern Munich nil, Tigres nil. Uh, Looking at the stats, Bayern have had 58% of possession, with 42% to their opponents. Total shots has gone with 8 for Bayern Munich. Tigres have had 3. Shots on goal, Bayern Munich with 4, and only Tigres with the 1. And it's 3 corners to 2 for Bayern Munich. 2 offsides for Bayern Munich, including one of them being a Kimmich shot, which Lewandowski was caught offside. And 6 fouls each for the two teams so far, and only the 1 yellow card being for Tigres. So it's of course nowhere near over yet. There's been moments from Bayern Munich, but it's proven not to deal with anything just yet. Actually, in the meantime, of course, the FA Cup games are going on. Wolverhampton Wanderers 0, Southampton 1, with Danny Ings getting a goal into the second half. It's only 60 minutes gone there in this game, so hopefully we'll see someone go through. Well, I say hopefully see someone. Of course, someone will go through. What am I saying?
Oh, they completely cancel the tie. I get it. I get it.
So they find the COVID results coming really late, and they go, "Oh crap, we're gonna have to stop." I mean, they had the third place playoff earlier, and apparently there was 4 consecutive penalties missed before Al Ahly beat Palmares. So not
Brilliant.
not
High quality, that. High
high
quality.
quality. These are the best teams in the world, apparently. Oh,
Yeah.
but yeah, the Club World Cup. I still can't get over the fact that they had a 5th place playoff the other day. I mean, my God, talk about trying to make more money.
Do you know who missed the decisive penalty?
No?
Felipe Melo.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Ex-Inter player, ex-Galatasaray, Juventus, Fiorentina player. Yeah.
Felipe
He missed the
Melo,
decisive. He missed the decisive
37.
penalty. Yeah. 38 this summer. Yeah.
I keep thinking. No, I'm thinking of another Melo actually. Oh, yeah, Juventus Galatasaray. He only played 22 games for Brazil. Scored 2 though.
Mhm.
But yeah, interesting first half. I'm liking the fact that it's still early on, and there's chances, but they're just showing the highlights actually of what was a classic FA Cup game last night. Everton 5, Tottenham 4 in extra
I did not
time.
watch it, but I just kept seeing the score and thinking, "Oh, this is so." This reminds me of the 6-2 that happened not too long ago. It's like, you two just can't stop being yourselves. I saw a tweet someone saying, "This is so Everton and Spurs to do in Everton and Spurs."
Brilliant. I love tweets during a game.
Oh.
Oh, Pickford had a save on that as well.
No, it wasn't Pickford. That looks like Olsen.
Oh, is it Olsen? Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Olsen doesn't look
I'm not-
great. Oh, what a goal from Richarlison.
Can I just say that I think that Olsen should be stopping Fernandez's goal the other day.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I think he was completely
Should never be allowed to score like that.
Well, he was completely on his heels. He should be able to jump for that because he's a goalkeeper, or at least position himself well. Yet he's found flat-footed. Now I finally understand what it means flat-footed because I saw it the other day with Olsen, and just couldn't get up quick enough. I thought that was bad. I thought it was really bad. I thought he was the one making the worst goalkeeping errors in
Yeah.
that match, not De Gea.
Of course, there was one thing to mention about Bayern Munich's team as well, as Muller being tested positive. Jerome Boateng had to go home early because his ex-girlfriend was found dead, from what I was reading this morning.
Oh, really?
I think they split up not long ago, like a week ago or something like that. I might be wrong, but it's clearly upset him, and the team have let
Oh.
him fly back home.
Yeah, it says that. I mean, it says it's rumored that she's killed herself, but
Oh dear.
It's horrible.
The and also of course Muller going back, so not exactly. It'd be a weird celebration, I think, for Bayern. I think they'll be happy to, obviously, if they win the trophy, it's a trophy and it's a win. But I think they know that with what's happening with Boateng and Muller being tested positive, there'll be mixed feelings, I'm sure.
Yeah.
So not great. But actually, Ashens just mentioned that I think Neymar and Mbappe are missing their tie with Barcelona in the Champions League, which would be a real shame if so. Because what are they going to do without them two?
I think Neymar's more important than Mbappe. I've mentioned this before,
Oh yeah, I
but
agree.
yeah, I heard that he injured himself yesterday in the tie against Ken. I think I'm saying that right. I should know how to say that in all fairness. Um, but yeah, wasn't too sure about Mbappe. I didn't hear that he'd missed the tie, but maybe he will. So yeah, they've done it before. I just don't think they can do it against this Barcelona side. I mean, saying that, but Barcelona lost yesterday in the cup 2-0 to Sevilla. They've got to at least get 2 goals in the next tie against them to stand a chance of getting through in the Copa del Rey.
Mm. I
Yeah,
think I mean I just have this feeling they're both going to stay at PSG. Um,
I am. I think the finances
Neymar's
don't
clearly
permit
made it.
it.
What's that?
I don't think the finances permit them to go for excess for the money that PSG would want for them.
Yeah, yeah. I honestly think they'll stay, and Neymar has already come out and said he hopes Mbappe will stay with him. So
Yeah,
that to me says Neymar's not going anywhere.
I don't think anyone's interested in Neymar now. The thing about Neymar is what he's 28. Am I
Yeah.
right in saying that?
So
So
it's
what
that
kind of
point.
you've still got to think of resale value, and that's what plays on the transfer value. Oh, sorry, he's 29. He's just turned 29 the other day. There's no resale value. You can't possibly just buy Neymar for that sort of money and expect to be able to sell him off for more afterwards. And PSG aren't going to want to sell him for peanuts. They bought him for 222 million. So
That's
euros, that is.
fucking
That's
crazy.
so, or pounds was it? I think it was euros. So yeah, they're not just gonna sell him. And so I found it crazy when people thought Barcelona would genuinely get him.
What, as in back or?
Yeah, to get him back.
Yeah.
It's never gonna happen.
No, nah, no, of course not. I mean, what do you think of Messi? Because they say there's a recent rumor again that actually I saw a rumor from the Athletic. David Ornstein said that Man City are probably their top target is Lukaku
That's an interesting one.
instead of Haaland. And actually I think Messi I'm sure is on the radar, but I think he's been on the radar with Man City ever since last summer. But surely, Lukaku's more worth it. I think right now, in terms of, I mean, as a United fan, it would certainly be a kick in the teeth. But hopefully he doesn't.
Yeah, it'd have to be a better bet, wouldn't it? Lukaku than Messi, considering the ages, and also Lukaku's still in his prime, isn't he?
But he's
Messi, you'd have
always
to say, he's past it,
wherever
and also
Lukaku's
his
gone, he has
salary.
scored goals, hasn't he? So
He's had
it's a
trouble
safe
though,
bet.
hasn't he? Yeah, when you say Lukaku or Messi, I think everyone says Messi any day of the week, but there's a lot to take into it. I mean, if Man City can afford Messi, how much are you going to get? How long are you going to get the best out of him? There's so many questions, and I'm not really sure what the answer is. And I don't actually think I think Messi will end up staying at Barcelona. I said
Yeah,
when he didn't leave this summer, I think he'll stay because
I think
I
they'll
think
sort
it's
it
the
out.
climate's not gonna make it happen that he can go. I don't know. I just find it weird. I find it weird to think of Messi anywhere else but Barcelona.
They have this. I mean, it was like this with Rooney at United, where he had moments where there was a week. There was literally a week of rumours of Rooney ready to go, rumours of him joining Man City, and all that, and all sorts of rumours coming out. And I think as a United fan, I was very young at the time, so you just read anything and believe he's leaving. Um, and it looked as though I thought he was going to go, and then literally on the Friday, just out of nowhere, Man United come out with a statement to say he signed a new contract. I'm like, all right, fine, yep, he's
Yeah, but
staying.
they could do that because they could offer him a lot more at that point. United still had that financial power.
Yeah,
They don't now.
No.
They don't at all in Barcelona. So I don't know how it's going to happen. It's mainly because of the financial situation that Barcelona probably can't extend his contract. I don't know. I find it
Yeah.
weird.
I
I find it so weird. I don't know what's going to happen because I don't see Messi's going to have to take a pay cut. Whatever happens, he's going to have to take a pay cut.
and I just think you've got to be. I was talking to my brother about this the other day, and of course it's easy to say all this, but this pandemic, in a way, has reminded us who's important and who's not. In a way, health workers, food shop
Yeah.
workers, all them kind of carers. Those are the real people, doctors, etc. And you have footballers which don't, of course, especially during lockdown when all of us can't do anything. It's obviously
Yeah.
that morale and something to look forward to while we stay at home and watch some entertainment that's live and happening right now. But I just find that with footballers, I don't know, there's nothing you can do about it 'cause it's down to the clubs. But if I had an agreement with all the clubs in England, I'd make it so that all these players just don't get that kind of money again. I would just lower it and have a cap and just go, you're not worth that. You're a footballer. And it's like, all this kind of money could either be saved at a club and keep the club going for a few more decades, or actually put some money into the non-league system and actually give those teams a chance. So I've just
It's
got to that
completely
point
unjust.
where people like Messi, it's kind of like, oh, it's a money situation. I'm thinking, you don't need more money. Take the pay cut if you want to stay at Barca. Just do it. I haven't got any sympathy. I get like when someone's good at their trade, they should get a lot of money, or the best money for that guy. But at some point, be realistic. You've played enough football to have millions of footballers to play football. I don't know. That's just how I see it. But it won't happen, of course.
Yeah. No. You guys ever seen Ronaldo in any match? Which one are we talking about? The Cristiano or Ronaldo from Brazil? Because
In
if
any
it's
match.
I've seen both play matches. I'm not in the flesh now, but I've seen them play matches.
I've seen Ronaldo in the flesh, but not Messi. I'd like to see Messi in the flesh before
Oh
he
yeah, you went
retires.
to the final in Champions League, didn't you?
Yeah, I saw him when he was at United as well in 2004, 3. Yeah, he was only a kid. Back then we didn't look at him like he is now. Very
No.
different. But yeah, but it was. Yeah, I saw him in the Champions League and he scored twice that night.
Hmm.
He ran the show that night. It's just brilliant. But that was the night when Mandzukic scored an absolute blinder. And I remember when the goal scored, I literally just screamed "Holy goal!" Um, it was just that good.
Cristiano, it's my dream. So yeah, you have seen him in the flesh, Jamie.
Cristiano, yeah, it's my dream. Yeah, he's we gotta make the most out of players like him because how long will he be in it for? We don't know.
Oh, he actually looks decent. His fitness looks actually a lot better at Juventus now on the Pirlo.
Pirlo, it's great to see Pirlo guide Juventus to a cup final. That's great to see. Hopefully, he can get a trophy as a manager, which for any football fan would love to see that. Oh, Hansi Flick just being checked by the female official that he's. I don't really know what she was checking. But Hansi Flick was like, no, 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 no. Me not positive. Me not positive. Well, the players, of course, what we're trying to say is that the players are coming back out onto the pitch, and
They are.
it's it's going to be an interesting second half. Either Bayern Munich will create more chances. Oh, actually, there's two female officials, but there's one that wasn't on the pitch before when they did the coin toss. So I know I keep mentioning this a lot, but I just think it's great to see FIFA, the world governing body of football, promoting it. Of course, the UEFA Super Cup. I don't know if it was last year, but they had it the year before at least when it was Liverpool Chelsea. They had a female referee leading that game. I can't remember her name, but she is quite a big referee. She's probably the best female ref going at the moment, and she's from Slovenia, I think. I might be wrong. I don't know. But anyway, the game's about to get underway here.
Oh, it's underway here.
And it is underway.
Aha.
Seb, the referee.
I don't know any referees. You mentioned the referee, and I don't know referees' names whatsoever.
So here we go then. Goalless. And Bayern Munich have not made any substitutions, neither of their opponents. So it's the same 11 for both teams. Bayern Munich attacking from right to left. Tigres the other way round. And there are a lot of Mexican supporters there. You can see them wearing sombreros. Unless it's Qataris in disguise, but that'd be a bit random. But any excuse to wear sombrero.
Scott comments there seriously, but I think he's not experienced enough to manage this club. I think it's talking about Pirlo.
Yeah.
It's the first time Juventus are not close in the title race. They've got a game in hand and they're 7 points behind. I wouldn't rule Juventus out of the title race so soon. I think Juventus are actually well within the mix. It goes down to Roma and Lazio. Roma, I couldn't see Roma possibly challenging whatsoever for a title. Lazio are in decent form recently. I think it was something like they're one of the best teams in 2021, something like that at the moment.
I think as well. I mean, when you've got Ronaldo at the event in Juventus, you never know when there's Ronaldo about.
Yeah, and
It's a big
the star
difference.
player recently has been Chiellini. I mean, yeah, fine, they're relying on a very old player, but when you've got players like that, Ronaldo, Chiellini,
Can't go wrong.
got-
And Buffon.
Oh well, no. This is not Buffon of 2006. Come on. And Coman, ooh, gets a good crossing, but Sane puts it over the bar.
Oh, I
That
think you're
afro makes
ahead.
him yeah, you can't head it properly, Sane. That afro.
I'm going to refresh my stream because I did have a pause before, so I'm going to see if I can catch up. I'm on 47, 33, 34. Whereabouts are you?
I'm on 32 now.
You're on 32?
Yeah, I'll be behind. 37, 38, 39.
Alright, I'll pause it for a few seconds and go. There we go. Hi, world-class streaming
47,
here at Let's
40.
Talk Sport.
49, 50, 51. 52.
Yeah, I'm pretty much around the same.
Cool, we're there. We'll go.
That was brought to you by BBC Streaming.
Oh, we know how we're streaming.
You leave your. I leave my phone for an hour, and there's just all sorts of messages, and it's like, oh, go away.
Yeah, I accidentally forgot to pay a phone bill, so I had no internet starting from this afternoon.
Oh,
So
God.
I completely just been bombarded with it, and I'm just still going through it now. You could probably see that my concentration is completely below usual standards.
Oh dear. His focus isn't on the football, folks. We must kill him.
Sorry, for just about a few minutes there, it was just completely offwards. Paid it now, so I've got internet again. That's the worst thing. It's not. I can get by. It's just that I forget these sort of things. I'm so bad at being an adult. Looks like you're going to take a long throw in there. Oh no.
No.
Completely deceived us there. I missed the long throw in.
D-Lap wasn't bad at that.
No, not at all. It's just that probably his son now will be the ones trying to get on the end of those long throws, not the one throwing it. Is it me or is that pitch bumpy? It looked like the ball bounced before Kimmich could clear it, and that's why couldn't get on the ball properly.
I watched
looks
a
like
game
that
the
pitch
other
isn't
day where
great.
they may as well played on the pitch. It looked more sandy than a green pitch.
Yeah, it keeps bouncing. There are holes in that pitch.
Do you remember when the Wembley pitch, the new Wembley Stadium, had to be returfed 13 times?
Was that because of them playing NFL in there?
Maybe. But I think they got over that, as in. But the NFL at Wembley, I did go one year, but it was the fact that when they had it once a year, it was like, yeah, that sounds great. Then they expanded it to 4 games a year, and I'm thinking that kind of loses the value. I thought.
Yeah, it loses it. it didn't seem as special.
Yeah.
But then they played a Tottenham game at Wembley not long after, and against Chelsea, I think it was. And the state of the pitch, I was actually angry. I was really angry. I was just there last time. I was in London last time they had the NFL at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. I didn't go to the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium because I don't follow NFL. I was there for a concert. Yeah, you see my priorities. You just see everyone going around there. Oh, I can't remember what team it was.
I'm just
all
heartbroken
around
he didn't come
London.
and see me, folks.
I know, I completely forgot, but it was a mad weekend. That's really good. Always good in London. Always good.
Oh, Gnabry's just hit it wide. He was
Yeah.
looking for the top corner of the net with that, which would have been a nice goal if he had found the net.
Yeah, well, as we usually say, Gnabry needs to create a few chances for himself before he can get one.
Yeah.
So he's finally got one on the board there, a chance. If someone can stop AC Milan, then they're in. And otherwise, Juventus can't do anything if AC Milan keep going like this. I love AC Milan, what they're doing. I love what Pioli's doing. I think he's a great manager, but I still don't think they've got the depth to go on and win the Scudetto. Because they're still in Europa League, let's not forget. I mean, that squad's going to run thin as hell. Inter Milan could challenge Juventus, I think, because Inter Milan know European football. They've only got the Coppa Italia. No, they haven't got the Coppa Italia. They've got nothing. They have got nothing.
No, they haven't, no.
They've got the league. And their squad is so packed. If Conte can't find solutions within that squad, then he's not the manager we thought he was.
No, I can't see Inter doing it because you just don't know what you're going to get from them. That's why
They crack under pressure. They seem to capitulate when they've got the chance to take over. Every time the AC Milan have fucked up. Well, no, not every time AC Milan have fucked up. I remember there was one where, when AC Milan lost against Atalanta, all Inter had to do was win their game, and then they'd go first. But they drew against Udinese. Udinese, who I mean, standard mid-table team, but they still should have beat them that day.
Yeah.
Did Sane foul the player there? I don't know. I
think it was a foul, yeah, from Sane.
It's one of those moments where Sane feels like he has to show that he's trying. It wasn't a clever foul, was it?
He needs a shave, that's for sure.
Let a man grow his beard or mustache.
It's
or
not a
beard,
it's not a mustache, it's just a bit of hair that needs a bit of wind on it.
Oh, I mean, I'd like to mock him, but he's younger than me, and no, he's old. He's younger than me and got better facial hair than me.
I mean, I've not followed Germany recently, not really since the World Cup, but do you think they could be one of the favourites to win the Euros? They've got some players, haven't they, in that squad?
Simple answer, no. No.
No.
I don't think they are. I don't think they are whatsoever. Because if you look at the teams that they put out, they're just not good enough. The fact that they've not let Muller back in is a big one.
That's
crazy.
Not
letting Muller back in. That Joachim Löw is not calling Muller back in is a bit mad.
Yeah.
The last international was against Spain, and we know what happened there.
Oh God, yeah. Sorry, I forgot about that. What was it 6-0? 6-0. My God.
When you let Ferran Torres get a hat trick, Morata even got a goal. Rodri got a goal. So.
Oh dear.
It was a bad night. And
bad night
they played a
centre
back. They played a centre back pairing of Süle and Kosh. You know, Leeds United player Kosh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not good enough.
No.
That's not good enough. Their squad is not good enough whatsoever.
Well, here come Bayern Munich looking for that first goal. Coman through, and he couldn't keep control. That was an important moment. Was he offside? I don't think he was.
I think they're purposely Bayern trying to lift the ball so they don't have to try and play on that uneven surface.
Yeah.
That's really letting them down though at the same time.
Oh, Ashen asking us, do you guys know Gary Hooper? Is that the Celtic, ex-Celtic or Celtic player?
Briefly, yeah, I'm not. I know the name, of course, and I have seen him play a couple of times. I think is he yeah, he is the Celtic one, wasn't he? When he played for Celtic, he's about. Okay, so Gary Hooper.
Not Hoppe.
Not Hoppe, no. Not Hoppe. Currently playing for Kerala Blasters.
What a random name to bring up. Oh, is that an Indian team?
It is. It's the one
Ah,
that we've mentioned before on this.
yeah. I think that was Ashen's team, wasn't it?
I think it was, yes. So played for Sheffield Wednesday, played for Norwich City, played for Celtic. Yeah, yeah. The name rings a bell. I didn't know he was only 33 though. I thought he was a lot older than that.
Yeah.
I was a bit surprised by that one. I like it. He's wearing the number 88 for Kerala Blasters. Yeah, Kerala Blasters. I don't know why I love it. The number 88.
Mine would be 69. That's my favourite number.
Oh, Jamie.
I just love it.
Oh, that looked like a handball in the box, didn't it?
It did a little bit.
Am I wrong? Yeah. I thought he stuck his arm out there to control the ball.
I forgot what I was going to say. Can't remember.
69.
Yeah, 69. I remember when Ronaldo, the fat Ronaldo, he had 99.
Don't call him the fat Ronaldo.
He
It's so
was. It's not disrespectful. He scored a lot of goals while eating a lot of pies. But he was fat though. Come on, for football he was fat.
Okay, maybe he was fat.
But he was 99 when he was at AC Milan. Not his age. He was number 99 at AC Milan, which I remember that. I think he went for free as well from Real Madrid. I might be wrong.
And you've got Donnarumma, who's a 99.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like to think certain players well. I like the way that Atalanta's squad, basically all the starting lineup, none of them really have a standard number between 1 and 11. You can just call him Bald Ronaldo. Yeah, I'll stand by that. Bald Ronaldo. Bald. Brazilian, I say Brazilian.
Brazilian, yeah.
Because he was some athlete at one point in his career. Or that ball just went out.
He was told, I think in 2000, he was told by his doctor or something like that he wouldn't be that good again after his injuries. Like he wouldn't be.
Oh really?
Wouldn't be at that level, and then he completely proved him wrong.
2002.
Yeah, Champions League.
Did he win a Champions League?
Yeah, 2003. 2002.
2002. Okay.
Yeah, he won that and the World Cup all in one sum.
Oh, impressive.
He did win. Yeah, Ronaldo won Ballon d'Or, but I don't know what year he won the Ballon d'Or.
Just getting there. Honours.
Oh damn it! I put Ronaldo and it's the other one.
No, he's not won the Champions League, Jamie.
I could have sworn he was part of the Real Madrid team in '02.
No.
When did he join Real Madrid?
He's won La Liga. He's won the Intercontinental
Oh, Kimmich! No, sorry, Pavard has scored. Is he offside? Yep. Another offside.
Cross from Kimmich to Lewandowski, but then Lewandowski's offside. Pavard gets the rebound in, but Pavard's not the one offside. It's Lewandowski offside, right? Ooh, that's tight.
That might have to be checked.
That heel.
Yeah.
That heel from the
At first I
left back.
thought it was the arm, but obviously he has to. Ooh. Well, obviously Flick is disagreeing, and Lewandowski has made a signal to say he's wrong. He's got to check though, surely.
I love the confidence of Lewandowski to wiggle his finger like very blatantly over there. Like, no, you got that wrong.
You got that wrong, sir.
Oh my, so meticulous this offside rule now.
Well, he's checking. He's got the earpiece going at the moment, so he hasn't checked the sideline screen just yet.
Well, no, he wouldn't, because that's not his. He would check it for things like, is he interfering in play? Not is he offside. The referees check the offsides, don't they?
Yeah.
In the VAR room.
Sorry, Seb. He joined Real Madrid in '02, so it must have been the summer after the Champions League.
Yeah.
I did not know that. I didn't know he was
convinced
at
he was one of
Inter
those
for
great
that
players.
long.
I was convinced he was one of those players who never won a Champions League. So yeah.
I could have sworn he did.
Yeah, so didn't win it. but that 2002 World Cup probably helped him
Oh, I
get
think
that move to
is it
Real Madrid.
counted?
Oh, it's
Oh, it has
counted.
counted.
Oh
Oh,
wow! Oh
so after
my!
all that,
Oh my! I'm pretty shocked to say the least.
I mean, he's a very shocked man, Seb True. He might have to have some whiskey after that.
Not tonight. Not tonight.
So, so as we reach the hour mark, it's well, Lewandowski technically got the assist, I guess. Maybe, yeah. Technically got the assist. And Pavard, he has now become a Club World Cup goal scorer as well as a FIFA World Cup goal scorer. And Seb's favourite man has done it again. And I can't believe the emotions of Seb True right now.
If you look at the goal he scores, I mean, it's an open net. But okay, hear me out.
You're not helping yourself with your love for Pavard.
No. I'm just gonna say that was the same technique he used for that half volley in the World Cup. You know, putting out the foot on the side. And
it's very similar, of course. They'll compare both on later.
Different positions, complete different positions on the pitch in different circumstances, but those two techniques were similar. I told you, Pavard can lift his leg at a 45-degree angle. Oh, and that nutmeg from Sane. Oh, that was good.
Well, it's a shame it's a shame how it's gone in, I guess. But it's they are the most likely team to win tonight, Bayern. But they finally got the goal. Who'd have thought, Seb? We could have had 2 goals disallowed.
Well, if we'd have had a second goal disallowed there, it would have been very unfair, wouldn't it? Because technically, how offside was Lewandowski on the first one? How offside was he on the second one?
So can Tigres come back? They've got less than half an hour to go to save themselves.
Do you think they can do it?
I feel like it could take a moment of madness. It's one of those games, but oh, hang on, just as I say that, here they come down on the left wing. Oh, calls for handball. No, the ref says it's ball to hand.
Oh, I'm not sure about that.
Oh,
it looks like he slides his hand onto it, doesn't he?
I wouldn't have given it. I wouldn't have given it. Oh, nearly through to Sane. That would have been a great ball if Sane had got there. He would have been through on goal. 2 big moments there from both teams. So here comes Tigres again.
Süle just looks like he can't stay on his feet. It's just a challenge to stay on his feet.
Ooh. Still no substitutions from either team.
It's a handball. I think that's handball. He puts his arm down I know to probably position himself, but I think that's a handball.
Oh, just as I say that, Gnabry has gone off for Tolisso.
Yeah. It seems like they're not daring to take these long throws that they're teasing us with. So what does Tolisso mean? Does this mean that he's going to play more offensively than he usually does?
Well, yeah, I didn't understand why he took him off, really.
Well, what, is he going to play as number 10? He's done that before, I think, in the Champions League. He did it a few times.
Yeah. Maybe Gnabry can't deal with the heat.
Well, you've got to preserve players, but now Bayern Munich still have to... I think they're not playing this weekend, right? That's what you said?
No, they're not. I'll be surprised. I'll be surprised if they are. They'll have
delayed
the
again
off.
and delayed again. Then next match is next match is the 15th, which means Monday night. Arminia Bielefeld.
Of course,
That'd be
there's
good.
Bundesliga football tomorrow night. RB Leipzig up against Augsburg at 7:30.
Mhm. And looking like a good weekend for football, just generally. I'm excited.
I haven't actually really looked, to be honest.
So there's Napoli versus Juventus
Ooh,
this
that's
Saturday.
that Saturday game, is it?
It's a Saturday game, yeah.
Is it Inter Lazio on Sunday night?
It's into Lazio on Sunday night. Yeah.
That'd be a good game.
Yeah, that'll be really tasty.
We'll
And
see a
Premier
bit of
League,
Hernan
always-
Crespo up front for Lazio, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Oh no, wait, sorry, I'm living back in '99.
Oh, got Leicester versus Liverpool.
Ooh, Leicester are going to
Saturday.
win.
And then Man City versus Tottenham. The evening.
Yeah.
Some big games. Some big games.
Oh, Kimmich with a nasty look on one of the Tigres players. That looks scary.
You sent me that video where he just screams, right?
He does. He screams all the time, doesn't he? I mean, as you say, it's passion, and it's definitely is, without a doubt. Oh, he's so good. I have actually recently bought a Kimmich shirt that was an extra large, but it's more to.
Oh.
It's actually his old number, not the current number of 6.
Yeah, but that 32 is iconic as well.
I'm glad you say that because I'm hoping it will make me some money.
It's iconic, just that 32 number that he's always been wearing.
Shame he changed it, really. I'd always want to try and stay with the same number, but I don't know.
So there's apparently a rule at Manchester City. I mean, this is someone who told me. I've not tried verifying it, but I believe it could be true.
Yeah.
It could be bullshit though. At Manchester City or some Premier League clubs, once you go below a certain number, you can't go back up above it. So, for instance, Foden wants to keep his number 40, is it, or 41? I can't remember.
Yeah.
Because as soon as he changes to say number 8, he can't go back to 40 ever again. He can change between like 1 and 18 or something stupid like that, but he can't go back above the players, the numbers that are reserved for the youth team.
Wonder why that is.
It's a weird one. I don't know. I don't know how true this is, but someone told me that mentioned it, and because it's so elaborate, I thought it could be plausible.
Yeah.
If you elaborate enough, anything's plausible.
Ash insane. Ronaldinho was something else. Oh yeah.
Was.
Oh.
That's
so
when we were growing up as well. So
yeah,
it's kind of where any sort of thing, if anyone could dribble, it was just magical, and that's what made us want to watch football.
He was so good.
He was
So good. It was just those scenarios he was in, which any other player would just not keep the ball. But I mean, that goal he scored against Chelsea outside the box as well. Just the goalkeeper didn't even move.
No.
And you don't see that. You'll never see that again. I'm sure of it.
Really? Because
yeah.
closest we've had in our modern day, or this modern generation of football, is definitely Neymar.
Yeah. Not in that way though. Not in that way.
Oh no, he doesn't do it on the big stage where that sort of trickery, but sometimes in Ligue 1 or in the La Liga, sometimes he just flick it about, and it's a joy to watch.
Shame he's a dickhead. Back to the game. Tigres.
But just to come back as well, there's also another big game in the Bundesliga with Wolfsburg taking on Mönchengladbach.
Yeah.
On Sunday evening.
Sunday, yeah, 5 o'clock, which...
third against seventh.
I remember Wolfsburg get a lot of Sunday night games, I've noticed. Oh, there's a yellow card. I think it's for Rodriguez of Tigres. I think it's for a foul on Coman. And that's another yellow card for Tigres' team. But yeah, I remember when we were in Germany and we were in Mönchengladbach, and then it was so weird. It was night time and we were still outside the stadium. And I think we were just the only ones there because we were just like...
we would just stay there, have a few drinks.
We just wanted to sleep there. We were like, I'm happy to stay here for the rest of my life and wait for match day again. Just as long as that burger van was always there.
Outside, yeah, that outside. We didn't even have a burger there, did we? So
yeah.
So we just stayed there, had a beer, and just wait until we had to go home.
Yeah. And I just remember they had the big screen up and they were showing the Wolfsburg game.
Interviewers as well.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah. I just love it how there was only us there left though. It's like Wolfsburg's game's on. Yeah, I'm going home.
Yeah. Wolfsburg only lost one game in 2021.
Oh really? It might be
8 games, you know.
Well, there is a 1 in 2021, of course, so there could be something there for them. It'd be some year if they can do that. in a calendar year.
That's one hell of a suggestion there, Jamie.
Exactly the one hell of a suggestion.
Schalke tried taking it to the other extreme by having 0 wins in 2020.
I'm a bit weird, me, because like I've sometimes gone to football clubs' Wikipedia to check when they won trophies because of what the number is on their team name. So like Schalke, when it said 04, I always used to think as a kid, does that mean great things are going to happen in 04? I checked what they did in 2004 and they didn't win anything. So I was a bit like, oh, okay.
It's because it was founded in 1904.
Exactly. I know that now, but I remember when I was a kid, I thought it was bigger things. Like, I think Bayer Leverkusen was 04 as well.
Yeah, I've mentioned about 2 or 3 times already on this show, the formation of Schalke being a factory club, one of the first. It's an industrial zone in Germany.
Yeah, you weren't at the game we went to the night before.
Oh, but it's an industrial place, the west of Germany, where Schalke is, where Dortmund is, where Mönchengladbach is. It's where a lot of the biggest natural resource is coal over there. So a big factor in World War II was who could keep that part. That's why France actually got a big chunk with Alsace and Lorraine, that region there. But there's still some that remains with the places like Dortmund, Schalke, and it's heavily industrial. Just to give some sort of history lesson, just briefly.
History talk with Seb True on Let's Talk Sport.
There's something along those lines here. Oh, if we want to go through history and talk about Berlin, that's a different one. That's.
Oh, you and my brother would get on very well at that. He loves his history.
Who doesn't? I'm only more up on contemporary history, so it's a shame.
Oh, Sonny with a block and he's intercepted. This puts some pressure on the Tigres defence all of a sudden. They just need a second goal there, Bayern, and then it would be well and truly over. Here comes. Oh, shot. Oh, over the bar, and I think. Was that Tolisso?
No, it was Alaba.
Oh, was it Alaba?
Alaba.
I forgot Alaba was playing.
Yeah.
So he is going to Real Madrid, right, in the summer?
There's nothing confirmed, is there?
No, because like I saw a tweet the other day to say it, but then it's like, well, it's Real Madrid announced it. I've not seen it.
I don't know. I've not.
Oh, there's a triple change here for Bayern Munich.
And Sane doesn't look happy to come off.
No, he doesn't.
Well, it looks like it's Musiala.
Oh my God, there's so many subs. Lewandowski's gone off. Oh, that's the end of Lewandowski's night, and for Sane. Choupo-Moting coming on.
Oh yeah.
Choupo-Moting is going to get another medal in his glittering career.
What medals has he already got?
He's got
on the spot.
Stoke City medals, you know, just for playing for them. You know, what a player.
Participation trophy.
Yeah.
So as I usually like to do, let's go over the Sane stats. Touched the ball 44 times. 18 successful passes out of 23 attempted. That's 78% success rate. No crosses attempted, no long balls attempted. 2 shots off target, 0 on. 2 shots blocked. Dribbles attempted, 2 successful out of 3. And ground duels won, 3 out of 12 attempted. Not great. Possession lost 13 times. Okay. Fouls, 5. That's big.
And after all that, Pavard got the goal.
So let's go to Pavard. Let's see if his stats are decent. They're okay. They're okay, to say the least. 2 out of 3 ground duels won. 1 aerial, 1 out of 1 attempted. And 36 passes out of 41 successful. But I guess anyone's stats look good as soon as there's a little goal next to it, right?
Oh yeah. And I've made the substitution changes on our scroll text. That poor scroll text has had some shift.
Am I the only one who seems to think that I've not really seen Lucas Hernandez in the game?
No, he's been quiet.
I don't know, yeah. I always feel like that even when defending, it seemed like Süle was at the middle of it all. No, I really like Lucas Hernandez as a player. I think he's a brilliant defender, but it hasn't seemed to have gone how he would have liked at Bayern Munich. So when they play with Süle, Alaba, so Süle, let's just say Süle-Moting, Hernandez left, and Pavard at right back, they're basically playing a four-man defence with four centre-backs.
Yeah.
So yeah, now people would say that Lucas Hernandez is probably more of a left-back than a centre-back, but for the sake of this conversation, let's just say he's a centre-back. And the worst thing is, the fact that he's so polyvalent that he can play at centre-back and left-back, he's probably keeping his own brother, Theo Hernandez of AC Milan, out of the French national team. Which is a shame.
Just trying to fix this wire. So annoying, I can only hear from one earpiece. Damn you, wires.
Jamie, not a fan of wires.
Nope, not a fan. Not since wireless came in. Oh. The only con I'd say is that you have to charge it, but that's it really.
Yeah. There's always something. Yeah, so even if you look at the shots, 15 for Bayern, 3 for Tigres. It's domination at this point, just statistically.
Nope, no idea why that's not working.
But the possession hasn't changed that much. First half was 60% to Bayern. Oh, actually, no, it's 50-50 in the second half.
Nope,
I'm actually surprised at that. But the possession hasn't changed that much. First half was 60%.
I just want Bayern to get a second goal now, get this game out of the way.
Yeah. I'm not really sure how good Tolisso is for a team like Bayern Munich. I always feel underwhelmed by him.
By who, sorry?
Tolisso.
Oh, Tolisso, okay.
But then I remember saying that once, and then he scored a fantastic goal in the Champions League. I was like, oh, okay, yeah. I'll wait to prove me wrong. But I mean, that was a great goal. Great goal. Yeah. I liked Musiala. Hoping that Choupo-Moting will actually do something in the box, because Choupo-Moting is not willing to get into space. He's just.
What the hell made Flick want to buy him?
Well, it's just to fill up the squad, because Xerxes gone now, so they've got basically no strikers. So you need backup for Lewandowski just to bring, like in moments like this where you need to rest him.
Yeah. Well, he's in the
Musiala
box now.
finds himself in space.
Oh,
Wait.
cleared away.
Yeah, Musiala doesn't look that up for it.
No.
He looks like he'll do something, but it's just like, yeah, just go walking pace. Choupo-Moting doesn't look up for it either. I mean, I want my striker to be moving around in the box. You know, when there's a defender and you've got your striker and your defender, and you say to your striker, well, just peel away from the defender and get yourself into space. But Choupo-Moting is actually doing the opposite. He's just saying, you know what, I'll stay on the defender, because if the centre back is here, this must be the right position for me. It seems like that's his thought process behind this, which is completely stupid. And it's things like this that show that he's not a good player.
No.
Just no awareness whatsoever.
I guess that. Do you think for Flick there's a worry that he's got a bit of Deadwood in his team then?
Do you mean in Choupo-Moting?
Just some of the players. Moting, you know, you mentioned Tolisso and Hernandez.
I don't think Hernandez and Tolisso are dead in that team whatsoever. I'm not a big fan of Tolisso. I think he's still an okay player. Hernandez is still the future for Bayern Munich no matter what. There's no doubt in my mind. He's going to be in that centre-back partnership or at least in that defence for a long time.
Well, there's a substitution here for Tigres, and Rodriguez goes off. For Quinones.
I wouldn't worry about Deadwood, that's to say. I think Choupo-Moting is a silly one. I don't really get that. I think their squad is too thin, definitely.
There's two Quininis. There's a Julian and there's an Owl one. Not sure what the first name is. I can't quite see it.
What do you mean?
There's two Quininis in the lineup for Tigres now.
Oh yeah, two Queen. I thought you were trying to say two canoes like in one big name.
Oh, he's at the post. Oh, I'm not sure who kicked that. Who was that? Who kicked
It's
that?
Tolisso.
Is it Tolisso?
I thought it was a bit of a scuffed shot, wasn't it? Goalkeeper dealt with it well. Enough. And Musiala does well to get it back there. I like Musiala. I do hope he plays for England. I hope he does. But he might choose Germany for all we know.
Oh, has he got an English background?
Musiala?
Yeah.
He currently plays for the under 21s in England.
I did not know that.
He's in the national setup. Yeah, he's very well in the English national setup. Yeah.
Well, he must know the history of Germany and England, and he knows that England always win.
But they're trying to tempt him over to Germany, and that's the thing. If he does decide to choose Germany, he could well be in their Euro 2021 squad. So
Euro 2020, that is.
Well, let's be honest, it's 2021.
I love how they've kept the name, like they haven't changed it.
It's almost pretend it never happened. This COVID thing.
Because
you
know this ball is still relevant now because the logo doesn't need changing.
Oh, you got the 2021.
Mate, you haven't seen all my footballs on my shelf. I've got some random stuff up here.
Weird because you collect them but in the wrong size.
Yeah, I like the mini ones. They're cute.
Does it make you feel normal size?
Oh,
low,
right
low,
in the
low.
teeth. I've got the World Cup one, the last one. There was
right
this
in the
one.
teeth. Well, I didn't have to lift up my feet to get there.
Oh, you prick.
That was too easy.
I quite like the World Cup one at the end. It was alright, the last one.
The 2018 one.
Yeah.
Did you see that bicycle kick that Gignac just tried?
Yeah.
That was nice.
That would have been awesome if it somehow went in.
Going so quick, it's hard to connect with it properly.
Some of these are so old. I've even got Euro 2004.
Oh, I remember that one.
It was so good, wasn't it?
Classic.
I loved it when they had them grey because they did that with Euro 2008 as well, but then they went back to white afterwards.
Yes.
Here's the Euro 2008 one. Oh! Oh! Goalkeeper just... What the hell was going on? Oh, this game.
Nearly as comical as Rudiger's own goal the other day. Did you see that?
I did.
Oh my god, Rudiger's so bad.
I don't rate him one bit. Oh! Got this one as well. Euro 2012.
This is live watch along, but actually just watched on Jamie's shelf.
Yeah, Jamie's shelf for long.
What's the goalkeeper doing though? What's the goalkeeper doing in that position?
Ooh,
I'm really confused.
This is how sad it gets, Seb. I've even got one in its box still, which is the 2006 World Cup ball, which is actually my favourite ever World Cup ball. And my favourite ever World Cup.
A really good one.
Here you go.
Beautiful.
In its box as well.
Beautiful.
Oh, I do love collecting them, and they cost fuck all. Oh, here's Choupo-Moting. Can he do it? He cuts in, surely. Oh, it's a great save. Great save, and another chance. Oh, Kimmich this time. He wanted to finally get a goal, but two good saves from the keeper. If there's any chance of them coming back, what a save that could be.
Goalkeeper's a bit hyperactive, isn't he? Just wanted to get saves in and just jumping around, not knowing who's
get a new contract, you know.
Make it on the big stage.
In front of 12 people.
In front of 12 people.
I'd love to know how many people are actually watching this game.
I'm sure you can have info.
So 1-0, 5 minutes to go. 5 minutes until Bayern Munich can become world champions and then get that world champions badge on their shirt, which of course is annoying for your rivals to see.
And they finally take that title away from reigning champions Liverpool.
Oh, thank God.
I'm not saying thank God, I'm just saying that's the way it is.
But of course we did find out, didn't we, in the last couple of days that Jurgen Klopp lost his mum. Which was actually back, apparently it was back in January, January 19th to be precise, which sadly, of course, with what's going on in the world, he couldn't go and see her, so which is obviously not nice at all to lose your mum like that. And she was 81, I think, and to be honest, you can kind of see why Klopp might have been a little weird with the media in the last few weeks. Maybe, I don't know, but surely he hasn't been himself.
No.
He's tried to get on with it, clearly.
Expect him to, yeah.
Oh, this headset's doing my head in. I don't like him, from one thing. Alright, Tigres. They've got 3 minutes to go. And it's a foul on Pavard from Gignac. Gignac not happy with the referee decision. How many more chances have they got in them? Oh, I think Pavard dived.
Oh, he dived there.
He definitely dived. Oh my God, that's terrible. He didn't even touch him.
Oh, he did brush his hand on his shoulder, but the dive was
He could have easily played. That's terrible.
On his compatriot there, Gignac.
If I was the ref, I'd have given him a yellow card for that.
With the hat-trick.
Yeah. I loved it when they changed that rule so that if you dive and they see it, it could be a booking.
Bookable offence.
Oh, here come. Oh, Choupo-Moting couldn't get past the last man there.
Oh, he could have put in. Is it what? Alaba or Musiala? I can't see who it is. Who was in the box there? Oh, it's Tolisso. Tolisso was absolutely fuming.
Just go try something. No, that didn't work. Sorry about that, folks. But the moment this stream ends, I'm going to do my best to sort out this headset.
I didn't hear anything. Oh wait, your headset's broken on your side. Yeah.
To be honest, I shouldn't complain. Work paid for this headset, so it's not like it's my money. But I'll have to try and find another one of these. Kimmich out to the right of Pavard, who will go down in history as a Club World Cup goal scorer. Mr. World Champion.
Scoring another decisive goal.
That goal against Argentina was crazy.
Yeah, it was still really good.
It's back with Pavard. He crosses it in from the right, headed away. 1 minute to go. Bayern, they could seal it here if they can score. It's Choupo-Moting. Oh, over the bar.
There's something that just doesn't sit right with me about the whole Choupo-Moting transfer. Ah, what? Yeah, they don't know what they've got in them now at Tigres to get anything, even a chance.
Nah, they haven't been good enough, sadly.
No, it's unfortunate considering the way they got to the final. It was pretty good, but it's not going to happen for them.
No. There's quite a lot of, I think there's quite a lot of Bayern supporters in the stadium just clapping away at the moment. I think they're getting ready to celebrate. And it's a free kick for Bayern, and there's going to be, how much of added time have they announced it? 4 minutes. of added time. And the way Bayern have controlled this game, they should get through the next 4 minutes.
It'd be shocking if they didn't.
Yeah, it'd be amazing if they somehow get a goal, Tigres. It's now with Choupo-Moting. Is he offside? He doesn't take the ball. It's now with Pavard.
And it's blocked. Costa's been effective when he's come on.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not exactly gonna say he's been exactly efficient, but
I've not seen enough of Costa to even comment really about him.
Never too sure what to think of Costa.
Yeah.
And Gignac just calling for it now. No, they're just not good enough, unfortunately, to they're not good enough to even get a goal at this point.
No.
So that means that Bayern will have won this game, this tournament, having won 2-1 nils. It was 1-0 last time around, wasn't it?
What, in 2013?
No, it's 2-0 against Al Ahly.
Yeah, 2-0. Let's not forget though, I think with Liverpool they went into extra time, didn't they, in their final?
Yeah, possibly. Can't say I watched it.
Yeah, Liverpool weren't great at the Club World Cup. I think that's when they were starting to just get lucky results.
Lucky results like 5-0 defeat against Aston Villa in the cup. Just keep putting it in long now and hoping for the best. It's not going to trouble them too much, is it?
No.
Or you wouldn't think it would. Bayern's weakness has not been dealing with long balls. It's been dealing.
Oh, how's that not a free kick? Yeah, it's got to be a free kick.
It is,
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this could.
And the yellow for Tolisso.
A minute and a half left of stoppage time. This really is their last chance.
Seems weird that Gignac looks to be over the ball like as if he had to take it.
Imagine if this goes in now.
The scenes.
The scenes. Hashtag incredible scenes. Gignac with the free kick. It takes a deflection. Oh, the goalkeeper's up there.
Oh,
I thought that was the ref.
I just said the same.
Oh, what was that for? That's
Paul.
such a shame because he had. Oh, Gignac knows as well.
Knows that was the chance.
Oh. Fair play to the goalkeeper. He got in there, he got stuck in, but it for a moment, if I was a player, I'd have thought that was a referee.
Yeah, I'd have been confused. I think Gignac's reaction shows how much this competition means to other teams that aren't European.
Yeah. You should have seen the celebrations when Corinthians scored against Chelsea. It was, and they did a preview piece before that final of how much Brazilians love this tournament. It's just one of those where European teams take it for granted, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, it's a shame.
Well, it's over. There we go. Final whistle. Hansi Flick has guided Bayern Munich to another trophy, and this time they are the world champions. FIFA Club World Cup winners of 2021, I guess, even though it's meant to be in 2020, but they've got another trophy. It's 6 trophies for Bayern Munich, and a 1-0 win over Tigres. It wasn't pretty, but all that matters is that in the history books their name is on the trophy for another time. Of course, they won it back in 2013 as well. But Seb, it's Pavard, your favourite man in the world. He is the hero tonight for Bayern Munich, and it was a goal that was one of the most challenging of all.
You could justify it. Maybe it was a micrometer offside. I mean, I don't know. It seemed like a tough call. And if it were in the United Sheffield game, then it would have been called a foul on the goalkeeper. So yeah, if you're Tigre and you take this game very seriously, then you might feel hard done by the fact that the offside. Well, it wasn't an offside goal because it mustn't have been offside, but it was close. So fine margins win this game, and that was also shown on the offside.
I take it you'll show that goal to your grandkids in years to come.
Oh yeah, this is what Pavard can do. Don't remember what he can do against Argentina, but as I mentioned before, that is it's same technique, same technique. You know, just lifting your foot side on, volley, half volley, same technique as that Argentina goal, exactly the same.
I
You
think
could
many
almost think they were the same goal.
I think many Qatarians will actually look back at this tournament and go, Lewandowski, who's he? No, it's all about Pergolski Vard. What a player! You know,
Pavard, yeah,
it's all about him. But yeah,
Pavardi, you know.
well, the Tigres team that, of course, as Seb mentioned, it means a lot to teams outside of Europe that are in this competition, and they'll take the runners-up medal. But yet again, Seb, you know, a European team winning it, it's a tradition, isn't it, in this tournament?
Yeah, because the European teams are more often than not more stronger than those teams, and I'd like to see the competition grow a bit more. I'd like to see it become a bit more. Well, we can't say it's not competitive. Bayern Munich won 2-0 in the semi-final and 1-0 in the final. There were tighter games than they had to win the Champions League. So, uh, well, yeah, they won 1-0 in the final against PSG, but usually Bayern Munich didn't find it this tight in the Champions
Yeah.
League. So we can say that the standards not the same as European ones, but the games have been tighter. So
Sorry, Seb. I'll speak to you in a bit. All right. Sorry. What was that, Seb?
uh, there are tighter games, so we can't really say that the level is lower in South America, North America, or Africa, or whatever,
Hmm.
because these games have been tighter.
I think I hope Lewandowski's being interviewed, so he'll be. That's another medal for him. And there was that picture of him in bed with all his trophies of 2020, which he did leave a little spot on his bed, which I think might have been for the FIFA Club World Cup, which he'll have to do that photo again. Which I wouldn't be surprised if he has a photo with it tonight for his Instagram. Who knows? Who
I'm
knows?
I'm 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 never easy about silverware that's that big on a white bed sheet. It just doesn't sit. That's not right. That's so dangerous.
Nothing beats Tommy Fleetwood and Francesco Molinari in bed together with the Ryder Cup that time when they both woke up, and it was just magical. It was just beautiful. An Englishman and an Italian who did so well at that Ryder Cup in 2018. It was just magical.
This is your Ryder Cup.
Ryder Cup's probably just as small as the Club World Cup. I mean, they're both golden, so
Okay,
they're
okay.
both very beautiful.
Not
So
too I'm not too aware of the golf scene, so I can't really say.
he needs some educating, doesn't he, Seb True, folks? But anyway, I think we're going to wrap it up there. I would say we'd stay for the trophy ceremony, but we don't expect anything bizarre to happen in that. Hopefully no one will slip over and kill themselves while they celebrate. But
I'd put a mask on the trophy. You know, put it on.
there'd be like a FIFA branded mask as well.
Or you know, like the FA Cup has a little hat on that comes off. You put a mask on instead of it. Hope they do that.
Oh, that would be funny. Who knows?
Yeah.
Someone's got to, haven't they, in this era? Anyway,
Yeah.
my thanks to Seb True for the match tonight, and my thanks to everyone at
And
home
thank
who
you, Jamie.
watched the game. Do give us. Oh, hang on, Quentin's just got in touch before he goes. He says, "I am back. I was here yesterday for the Ajax PSV stream. Yes, we remember. I remember you, Quentin. Sadly, though, of course, we're coming to the end of our stream. So, thank you very much to everyone who watched us. Do
Sure.
subscribe to Let's Talk Sport if you haven't already. Give the stream a like as well if you enjoyed it tonight. And we'll be back over the weekend, I'm sure, for some more games in especially the Bundesliga and Serie A. Maybe we'll let you know. You'll find out very soon. So anyway, my thanks to Seb. My thanks to everyone. Good night.